Health warnings after a mosquito-borne disease.
South Australia is facing its worst outbreak of mosquito-borne illness in half a century.
Residents in flood areas have been warned to protect themselves against mosquito bites.
It's called the Japanese Encephalitis virus, or JEV. And for the past week, cases have been cropping up in unexpected places.
This is not a virus that we would normally see in Australia. This is a virus that would be in Asia or the Torres Strait.
The mozzies pick up the virus from water birds and pigs before transmitting it to humans. In the last month, more than 40 piggeries have had outbreaks.
It can't be transmitted from person to person. The main transmission mode is via mosquito.
99% of people who contract the virus will suffer no symptoms. Some will experience mild headaches and fever. But for less than 1% of those infected, it can cause life-threatening inflammation of the brain.
Anyone who develops a fever with headache, vomiting, seizures and sometimes disorientation and coma must urgently seek medical attention.
A Northern Victorian man in his 60s and a New South Wales man in his 70s are the first Australians to die from JEV. But there are now cases across 4 states. Those most at risk, preschoolers and the elderly. Vaccines are being rolled out to people who work with pigs and in high-risk outdoor areas.
Everyone should be vigilant and alert, particularly if you live in areas where these cases and where infections have been identified.
Exacerbating the problem now, the floods.
When this weather event appeared, we were predicting another event of mosquito-borne diseases. All the rain we've had, over the last couple of months had set up the perfect breeding grounds.
As to how the virus got here in the first place,
we've obviously had significantly more weather events, and that's bringing these pests. So we've got to understand that these changing climate also brings some of the risks with it.
So as climate change accelerates, do we really have to get used to dealing with ever more exotic diseases?
Oh, God,
another thing.
I can't. I just cannot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm ready for another pandemic.
Oh, my God.
I'm joking.
Does it just feel like it's relentless?
Other.
Thank God we got good news coming up in the next segment, because I am all out. I am empty.
I mean, don't panic. Like, the reality is less than 1% of people who show symptoms end up with serious complications. Obviously, we have seen there people have passed away, which is obviously tragic, but I think going into a state of panic is not the right approach.
No,
and it just does feel like, especially off the back of the floods, it's cumulative.
Effects.
Yes.
It feels like there's a lot going on at the moment. And especially mosquitoes, like they can fly really far.
Yes.
Yeah, hundreds of
kilometres.
kilometres.
A long way.
They can.
Yes.
And even though it's nice that it doesn't transmit from human to human, I feel like avoid mosquitoes is
harder.
a hard thing to do.
Yes,
I can avoid
exactly.
humans because I can say, hey, would you please stay over there? Mosquitoes not listening when I make
Should we
that.
give the mosquitoes little masks?
Yes, we should give them masks.